On any given flight you're sitting on right now, or about to book, there is a statistically near certain chance the airline sold more seats than physically exist on that plane. Not as a mistake, not as a glitch. As a deliberate, government-approved revenue strategy they've been running openly since 1978. And the passenger who loses that seat, that's chosen by an algorithm, not a coin flip. Here's the baseline number. On a typical domestic flight, airlines oversell by somewhere between 5 and 15%. On a 180-seat narrow body, that's up to 27 extra tickets sold above capacity. They do this because history tells them a predictable slice of ticketed passengers simply won't show. Missed connections, illness, last-minute changes. The airline's actuaries have been modeling no-show rates since before most of us were born. The legal cover came with the Airline Deregulation Act of 1978. Before that, the government set fares and routes. After it, airlines competed on price, which meant they competed on load factor, the percentage of seats filled per flight. An empty seat is pure loss. A 180-seat plane flying with 160 passengers isn't just 11% less revenue, it's 11% of a fixed cost you already paid. Fuel, crew, landing fees, now producing nothing. Overselling is the fix. The model works like actuarial insurance. An insurance company sells more policies than it expects to pay out because statistically, not everyone claims at once. Airlines sell more seats than exist because statistically, not everyone boards. The difference is, your car insurer isn't selling your policy to someone else the week before your accident. With airlines, if the model misfires and everyone shows up, someone physically cannot get on. The seat doesn't stretch. Now here's where basic economics gets weaponized specifically against you. Airlines don't just oversell randomly, they use yield management software, which dynamically prices every remaining seat on a flight based on real-time demand signals. That seat you checked on Tuesday for $180 is $310 on Thursday because the algorithm detected a corporate booking surge on that route. The price you see is not the cost of the seat. It is the highest price the system calculates you will pay at that exact moment. These systems, the industry calls them revenue management systems, were pioneered by American Airlines in the early 1980s. American's Sabre system is estimated to have generated over $1.4 billion in additional revenue in its first few years by doing one thing: segmenting passengers who had no choice but to fly at full fare from passengers who could be flexible, and pricing each group at the maximum they'd absorb. The system doesn't see a person, it sees a price elasticity score. Here's what they don't tell you about that cheap fare. The lowest priced tickets on a flight are almost always in the first bucket to be released, sometimes 300 days out, in small quantities, maybe 4 to 8 seats. Once those sell, that price disappears forever. The airline isn't lowering prices to fill seats as departure approaches. It's doing the opposite. Scarcity is real, but scarcity of cheap inventory is engineered, not accidental. The later you book, the more the algorithm has already extracted from everyone ahead of you. And then there is the Ancillary Fee Machine, which is the second half of the overselling story. Between 2010 and 2023, US airlines collected over $100 billion in fees that don't appear in the base ticket price. Bags, seat selection, priority boarding, change fees, the option to sit next to your own child without paying extra. Spirit Airlines in 2022 collected more revenue from ancillary fees than from base fares. The cheap ticket is the loss leader. The plane is the store. So who gets bumped when the oversell misfires and every passenger shows up? Federally, airlines are required to first ask for volunteers, offer a travel voucher, a rebooking, compensation. In practice, the voucher offer starts low, sometimes $200 or $300, and the gate agent escalates only if no one bites. If there are still no takers, the airline involuntarily bumps passengers. The criteria vary by carrier, but the algorithm typically targets late check-ins, passengers traveling alone, and lowest fare ticket holders first. The catch is, the people most vulnerable to being bumped paid the lowest price because they had the least flexibility to begin with. Involuntary bumping compensation is federally mandated. If your delay is 1 to 2 hours on a domestic flight, you're owed 200% of your one-way fare, up to $775. Over 2 hours, it's 400%, up to $1,550. Airlines pay out, absorb it as a cost of the oversell model, and keep running the numbers, because on aggregate, the oversell still makes more money than those payouts cost. You are a line item in that calculation. Here's the counter move, and it's mechanical, not motivational. Check in exactly at the 24-hour mark. Airlines bump algorithms heavily weight check-in time. Early check-in substantially reduces your exposure. Book direct with the airline, not a third-party site, because third-party bookings are often the first flagged in an oversell scenario. The airline didn't capture that revenue directly. If you're voluntarily bumped, don't accept the first voucher number they announce at the gate. That number is calibrated to the least informed passenger in the room. Wait, the offer goes up. The entire system, the oversell, the yield management, the ancillary fees, the bump algorithm, is not a series of unfortunate side effects. It is the designed architecture of an industry that learned in 1978 that deregulation meant survival goes to whoever extracts the most from each passenger on each flight. Follow the money on a $180 ticket and you'll find $60 in fees, a seat the airline also sold to someone else, and a price that was never based on what the flight costs. It was based on the last dollar they calculated you'd pay before you walked away.